Hello everyone. In today's video, we take a look at the following news article from Malwarebytes Labs to discuss the recent data breach that American Airlines has faced after a phishing attack. Let's talk about the security breach and the definition behind it. According to Kaspersky, it's an antivirus company. Security breach is any incident that results in unauthorized access to computer data, applications, networks, or devices. It results in information being accessed without authorization. Typically, it occurs when an intruder is able to bypass security mechanisms. And in our case, we saw that the attacker was successfully able to breach the American Airlines information system structure and the emails and gain unauthorized access to customer data as well as some employee data. So let's talk about how did the attack happen. Firstly, it was a phishing attack, a successful attack led by the unauthorized access of limited team and members' mailboxes. So basically, the mailboxes of the team members that were working with American Airlines was breached, and they basically sent out links. And when a person clicked on the link, then the client or customer data was released to the attacker. When did the attack take place, or when was it discovered? It was on July 5th, 2022, when it was the first time when they noticed about this attack, and they immediately started to secure these accounts. Let's talk about the methodology of the attack. The unauthorized individual used an IMAP protocol to gain the access of the affected mailbox and the mailboxes, of course. The attacker posed as one of the mailboxes, which systematically synchronized the content of the mailboxes to send out these phishing emails. So when the other team members were looking at their emails, they thought that it was coming from a valid source, which was basically was like as if your colleague who's working for American Airlines is sending you a link to click on it, and then basically the data was released in that format. The date. Let's talk about the data that was affected. So that's the fourth point. People's personal information such as their names, date of birth, mailing address, phone numbers, driver's license, passport information, and any other medical information was provided to the airline. If the person had a disability, things like that, was released to the attacker. Now let's talk about the investigation. So American Airlines, they hired a third party company, which is a cybersecurity forensics team, to investigate the matter and kind of look into the exploits. And of course, when they found these exploits, they even wanted to fix the problem. So they even went ahead and they started looking at how to fix these internal information systems vulnerabilities so that they wouldn't have such problems, going forward. Um, and now let's talk about the response that American Airlines had. American Airlines came out with a public newsletter and a notification, um, and which was addressed to all the clients and the employees as well as the media. And the letter talked about about the information of the attack. It talked about when the attack was discovered. It talked about the data that was breached, such as like the driver's license, the phone numbers, the names, the addresses, things like that. And additionally, they also claim that none of the evidence was found that the data that they found that the data that was breached from this attack was actually used in any of in any unlawful activities or anything as such. Additionally, to rectify and to kind of give some kind of help to the clients and their own employees, they offered a 2-year complimentary membership of Experience Identity Works. This product basically helps with any fraudulent detection and resolution of identity theft through credit monitoring. So basically, Experian is one of the 3 credit bureaus, which basically monitors your credit and it gives you credit score histories and things like that. So in case there's any new like credit cards that are open, fraudulently, or any new bank accounts or any kind of transaction that is done without the knowledge of the actual account holder or the actual person's driver's license or the things that are used, then basically experience identity works can go ahead and they can kind of freeze those accounts or like kind of stop those those activities to take place in especially in terms of banking and other things that it helps out a lot. So my references that I took were from Kaspersky Internet for what is a security breach, for the definition, and of course American Airlines suffers a data breach after phishing incident. That was from the Malware Bytes Labs article, and of course the letter that the third was the American Airlines notification itself that they sent out. Thank you for watching.